What's going on, everyone? Good morning and welcome to Investing Bros. We've got a lot to talk about here. I'm going to be telling you some of the altcoins I'm looking at today that I think could have pretty good days in the trading game. If you guys are looking for a trading platform, make sure you use Blowfin. Link down below. The most trusted platform out there. 270 different trading pairs, but also they use Fireblocks, the most secure custodial wallet for trading. This the most trusted SEX and no KYC. So we thank them for sponsoring this video, but also we want to take a look at what is happening today. In case you guys are just waking up and you're taking a look at Bitcoin this morning, guys, we had a big spill last night during Asian trading hours. In fact, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we had a nice little pullback here on Bitcoin, all the way down about 2.5%. Now, that's something to freak you out. Of course, if I were to come back here, let me go ahead and leave this line here. We broke and did not end up playing out our nice little pennant right here. If I go to turn that white, let me turn this one white as well, just showing that it is support. We broke our bull pennant and we pulled back down, but it is looking like, if you're looking at the hourly chart, we are looking like we have some support here. We're seeing the green MVP oscillators flashing in buy. That's always a good sign. You go back and look historically on the hourly chart, those green histograms have marked really good bottoms. In fact, also then when you pair that with the fact that we're back below the 30 on RSI, we're getting our oversold flashes, going back into history of price action, that has been a good bottom signal here for Bitcoin. Now, we're talking about Bitcoin bouncing up here. There is some things to keep your eyes on when you look at liquidity here for Bitcoin. We could still see a little bit more of a drop towards 42.8. There is some liquidity down there. In fact, let me kind of refresh this so we get the most up-to-date data. Yeah, there's a little bit of liquidity down here at 42.8. So if we pull back a little bit, not the end of the world, but what I'm excited about, I'm going to go back out to the 24-hour chart for this one. And you guys, I can just now see, you guys probably can't see all of what I'm looking at. There we go. Got some liquidity up here, over $50 million of liquidity. Back up here about 44.5. I still think we're going to make a push back up to 45,000. Why? Well, have you ever heard the expression, where the candle wicks, it will candlestick? Guess what Coinbase did that no other chart did? If you go to the total, like this is just looking at the index, almost every exchange out there went to about 44.4. That's where we wicked out. Well, Coinbase said, yeah, we're going to go to 45. What does that tell us? That means there's buyers up there at 45. And I do believe that this pullback, while you're going to see some retail investors scared, I think this is a pullback so whales could buy some more. In fact, when I come here and I look at Fibonacci, and I'm going to go to about the 44.4 range, not the wick, just because I want to make sure I'm looking at kind of similar things to all the other exchanges. We came down and wicked perfectly at the 0.5 level on Fibonacci. So is that the end? Does that mean, boom, that's perfect, we're going to be bouncing back up? Nothing's perfect, nothing's 100%. But when we take a look at some of these other altcoins here in just a second, and you see the support we're seeing not only for Bitcoin, again, we're sitting here oversold, green histograms coming in here. You're gonna look at some of these other altcoins and say, all right, there's looking like some good buy opportunities. Now, we are addressing this. Remember, yesterday we talked about a potential move closer to 47,000. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that for now. Why? Well, because we broke through that support line. So now, if we do have a nice little bull pennant or bull flag now playing out, we have to come down here to where we just touched support. This would give us a price action up here to about 46,000. So that's the new target I'm looking at. We might not get there today unless things get really explosive, but I'm not going to be surprised to see a bounce back up, at least back here towards this blue line. Look for a move back up into higher $43,000 areas for Bitcoin. Now, this is what gets us exciting. This is what's saying, all right, if Bitcoin's doing this, what could we look at with altcoins? What are some exciting altcoins? What are we seeing on those charts? Well, let's start off with one of my favorites here, Cardano. Now, Cardano itself had a nice pullback last night, guys. In fact, it came back down to its golden pocket from this little flash right here where we bottomed out back on December 6th. We rallied, got super close to my target that I talked to you guys about, that 46-cent range. That 46-cent range, of course, is talking about the high we had back in April of this year. Did not quite get there, but we did get close, and I do think it's only a matter of time before we not only hit that 46, I'm still looking for that macro move up to 60 cents in the 0.382 macro Fibonacci level. But let's talk about today, guys. We're getting that those white candles coming in after hitting support. When I come down here and I look at this, green histograms flashing, green reversal, didn't quite call call a bottom, but then we got the nice oversold flash coming in, telling us, hey, this is looking good and ripe and ready to run. So when I'm seeing all these things, when I'm seeing us bounce off a trend assistant line right here, I am liking what I'm seeing here for Cardano. This is one I like to buy on this one because we have our dip, but we've gotten a little bit too far overextended. And you'll see here again, look at the times we come down to these levels with the RSI back to 30, good bottom, good bottom, good bottom. Historically here on the hourly chart, when you see this low of a flash, that is a good call. And then you just have that nice confirmation with the green histograms. You get a significant Fibonacci level. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Cardano this morning. Now, here's a little bit of a change up for you. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana is not necessarily overextended. In fact, when we looked at Bitcoin, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, big blue candles. And some of your charts, that might be red candles. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on Cardano, big blue candles. This one ended up being big blue wick, but that's what marked our bottom. Solana didn't flinch. It had a decent little blue 3 o'clock candle, but our 4 o'clock, this is where we started to move back in the positive direction. Right now, what I am looking for, we had a little bit of a fake out here on Solana the other day, but keep in mind these two lines. First, this yellow line. Former resistance level, I definitely want to see us stay above that. We're above it currently. But then the other one, we have a little bit of a falling level. I got to fix this just a little bit because it does look like when I must have said on like the 4-hour chart, we have a falling level of resistance that we did wick through here. If today is the 7th, we wicked through this yesterday, but we came back down quickly. What I want to see Solana do, I want to see it move to the upside, come back down and have some support here. Don't break through it and then make our moves further to the upside. You guys know I've been talking about a move for Solana up at least into this golden pocket to the higher end towards 77. But what we're seeing right now, what we're seeing kind of develop, even on a more conservative scale, let's go to the 4-hour chart here where we do have a little bit of a bull pennant. I'm looking, did not want to use that tool. I'm looking on Solana right now for, let's see, a more aggressive approach would be coming all the way down here. This would give us a price prediction for Solana somewhere in the range of 180. Not looking that far, guys. Not looking that far whatsoever. Realistically, what I'm kind of looking at is potentially a little bit of a flagpole from let's go right here. And I know it looks like that's not too good of a flag or a pennant, but it is a good one that will prop us up here to about 97, almost $100 on Solana. Is that happening today? No, I don't think so. In fact, today, or the next couple of days, guys, I'm going to be excited. Let's get rid of that little drawing right there. I'm going to be excited to see us get up into this golden pocket around $70, potentially all the way up closer towards $80. That's what I'm looking at here for Solana. Again, oscillators, they're not necessarily flashing the same level that Cardano did, but you can see here we've been consistently moving up since this bottom flash where we came down low on the RSI, had our green histograms. Once again, historically, these have been really good calls to moves to the upside, and we're not flashing overextended here on the 4-hour. Let's even go to the hourly chart. We'll see more. Once again, not flashing overbought. The RSI is pushing up into the 70s, but it's not quite there just yet. These recent bottoms have had these green histograms as well. So I'm liking what I'm seeing on Solana. Excited to see what it does the rest of the day. Let's take a look at some other coins, though, that I'm excited about. Starting off here, let's go to Chainlink, another one that had a big drop this morning, but look at what it did. It fell back down to a pretty significant long-term support level. We wicked. We got that oversold box right there. We got a low RSI. We've got a big histogram. Let's maximize this one. Big histogram here turning green all the way. The last time we had that, November 27th, around 11 or so. Let's bring this back down. What did that one look like when we had that huge one? Let's see, right in here. Must have been, right here. Bottom signal, that bottom signal. We had double bottom right at that support level. So Chainlink is another one. You guys know I've been looking at this one. I'm still looking for a potential move closer to $18. Today, I won't necessarily expect that. I'm looking potentially for another push to where we were a couple of days ago, make a push back up here to around $16. Could get nice, but with that support level and the fact that we're hitting some support levels on these lower time frames, 4-hour even saying it's time to buy, I'm liking what I'm seeing with Link this morning. Let's see. XRP had itself a little bit of a night, but XRP's one. I still believe in XRP long term, guys. I do. But it has been disappointing recently. The other one I'm excited about, avalanche right here, guys. Avalanche right here is looking good. Guess what we did? We pulled back last night later. So when we go to the hourly charts here, instead of pulling back at 3 and 4, we actually had some good candles during the times. We pulled back 5 and 6. So it was a delay from Bitcoin. But look at what we have going on here. We have ourselves a nice trading channel. We hit support, and now we're bouncing back up. Look for at least a bounce back up here somewhere in the range of $28 here for Avalanche. But the more bullish prediction there, we could see a bull flag pattern. I have a more conservative one here, but that one's getting a little bit too short here. That one would only give us a price prediction up here to about $30, give or take. Let's take a look at a more aggressive one. Let me pull down my oscillators here. This aggressive chain link bull flag pattern could see us rally all the way up, boom, all the way to $32. These are the altcoins that I'm liking this morning. There's a lot of others that look good as well, but these ones are looking prime for some bullish movement today. And as I'm closing this out, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, comment below if you agree with these altcoin picks, if you agree that we're about to bounce, or do you think we're just beginning the doomsday? Here's the thing though. Why? What would be causing us to go to the downside? Is it Jamie Dimon saying that he thinks that crypto is used by criminals? That accusation has been thrown out by people for a long time. In fact, usually when Jamie Dimon says something bearish, prices usually move bullish. So that's a key in the right direction of bullish. There's no reason right now that a bearish pattern is going to form. There's no reason right now for a big pullback. Why? Because we haven't gotten that big news. We're rallying based off of ETFs. We're rallying based off of hype for Bitcoin as a whole. When we get closer to halving, we're going to need to see some big news come out, something concrete. And in my opinion, still, whether we get positive news or negative news, to kill this ETF-fueled rally, we're going to need some negative or positive ETF news that would either be negative and bring, just kill all the hype, or be positive and yet it was a buy the rumor, sell the news. Either way, I still see moves to the upside for Bitcoin, for these altcoins. Check them out. Make sure you stay tuned for everything we're doing here at Investing Bros. Hit that subscribe button. Always smash the like, leave the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.